Hi and welcome to another video. Thank you very much for joining me. Today I'm down in a really small cove here on the northwest coast of Wales. What I'm going to be doing is coastal sunset long exposures. And the composition that I've selected, the sun is going to set right between these two rocks. It's really bright and intense at the moment. But let me just spin you around and I'll show you the scene. But what we've got some fantastic layers of clouds in the sky. The sun is just peeking between those layers. When it gets below the bottom layer in about 10 to 15 minutes, it's going to be absolutely stunning as it underlights that cloud. And then what I've got is the tide, the waves are just coming up the beach and they're just creating this little drag back through and down through the sand and down the beach. And in the foreground we've got these rocks as well, which should give us some small silhouettes. And as you can see, it doesn't matter where I'm walking because the washback is taking out my footprints. And this little cove is absolutely spectacular for tonight's sunset because what we've got, the waves are coming full onto the actual beach and the sand. So they're at 90 degrees, they're straight on to the beach. So actually they're not at 90 degrees, they're at 180 degrees, which is absolutely perfect for this kind of image. So I'm going to capture a very quick test image while the sun's still 10% above the horizon. We've got about 45 minutes to sunset. I'm going to capture a test image. And this is my first couple of composition images that I've just tested. And what I really like is the silhouetting as they're facing directly into the sun before the sunset. Really like that. I also like the way that it smooths out and just gives us a bit of texture to the clouds, the lineation in the cloud movement in the image. Right, now it's a question of waiting to sunset. And what I will do is, now that we've done our first test images with the sun quite high, we've still got about 45 minutes for the sunset, so we're straight into the sunset. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing a couple of more test images when the sun's a little bit lower, as it goes behind the first bank of clouds. I'm going to do a test, and I think it's important when on location, get there an hour or so before the actual sunset. And then what we can do is we can run these test images, check our compositions, check our lighting. And now you can see now the sun's just going behind that cloud. So I'm going to capture a couple more test images. In terms of these test images, I have got it at around about 14 millimeters on my 10 to 18 wide angle. I've got it quite low down on the tripod. And I've also got my 10 stop grad and my 5 stop grad in combination on the lens, just to give me that longer exposure time. Okay, so now it's just a matter of waiting for that sun to go down below the layers of clouds, which fingers crossed it will, because at the moment it looks like this prediction of a good sunset is going to work out really well on my location. It just goes to that little bit of planning with the location and the weather. And when you get these layers of clouds for the sun to set behind down on the western side, and that's where it helps being on the northwestern coast here, because it really allows me to get the sun setting over the sea, and picking a small cove allows me to frame that sunset. And this couple of test images I'm showing now are both shot at around 30 seconds. Look what you can see, I love the movement in the clouds. It really gives us that sense of movement. I like as well the way it's flattening out the sea. And I like the way that the sunset itself is framed by the rocks on the left and right, leading us in. I've got it at 14 millimeters at the moment for these particular images. And whilst we're waiting for sunset, one of the things to be thinking about is, what do you want your final crop of the image to be? Now I'm thinking 16:9, maybe even 16:8 letterbox format for this, because of the rocks, the way that we've got the sea. We'll see in the final gallery which one I pick. I may pick a couple of different ones, but as I say, let's just wait for sunset. And I'm keeping so many fingers crossed that this is going to be a good one. And as the sun sets, what I will do, I'm going to try and keep it at 30-second exposure. What I'll do is I'll remove the ND filters and adjust the aperture to give me a good exposure at each of those. So that's another one of those things. You just have to be more dynamic in the moment of the sunset itself. And sunset's almost upon us now, and I've been looking at and reviewing my test exposures. I've very slightly repositioned the tripod, just very slightly. The sun is going to go down slightly further to the right, so I've just moved just a couple of feet to the left. I've also encapsulated a little bit more of the sky. The tide has gone out very slightly, but there's some lovely higher clouds, and they're just starting to be underlit by the sun now, just picking up that hint of yellow as it's getting close to the horizon. One of the things I love to do is take these test exposures. They're so valuable, rather than just turn up and start shooting and then get back and think, oh, I wish I'd done. That's something that I really am trying to get into the habit of and could recommend to you guys. The sun is starting to set now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to include the images I capture based on the test images that we've captured and the importance of those. I'm going to include a gallery in just 1 second so that I don't talk through what is potentially going to be a great sunset. Please enjoy this gallery. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Hitting that like button is absolutely massive in terms of getting the channel to grow, so thank you for that. Anyway, enough of my self-promotion. Please enjoy this gallery of the sunsets, and I do hope that what I talked through in relation to my test images earlier and how I subtly recomposed and the adjustments that I made to the exposure have made sense, and thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and also check out these videos next. Thank you very much for your time in watching this video, and until next time, thank you and see you soon.